Hello, it's Jocelyn. Welcome to the Positivity in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, where I encourage positivity, positive thoughts to help you get through these rough stages of life. Pregnancy was hard for me, and motherhood has had its challenges as well. But I desire to get better at it, and I know because you're listening to this podcast, you do as well. Share this with your mom friends, those who are pregnant and struggling in motherhood, and let's try and find positivity during these seasons together. Hi, I'm Jocelyn, host of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast. I help pregnant women and mothers to find positivity in their season of life through changing their thoughts to work for them and not against them. I help mothers find the small, doable steps in thought and action without making drastic changes to their everyday mom life. And I can help you. Thanks for joining. One of the many hard things with pregnancy can be the gaining weight part. I had to really train myself to have better thoughts about this part of pregnancy because it was hard for me to put the weight on. Like, it actually came on really easy, but it was mentally hard for me because I was thinking, now I have all this weight to lose. And when I was in that awkward phase where you're pregnant, but you don't quite have the bump yet. You just kind of look like you're gaining weight. It got discouraging at times. My clothes weren't fitting right. I looked and felt frumpy, and I just felt fat. And sometimes I would just be really discouraged because I just felt fat. I was sick. I wasn't feeling baby move inside. My body was growing, but not to the bump, and I just didn't feel like I had that pregnancy glow. If you have felt that way, you are not alone. If you have felt fat and frumpy and almost feeling bad about gaining the weight in ways, you are not alone. I have been there, and today I want to give you a mindset shift to help you when you are feeling fat. It will actually kind of be two tips because I got to give you the pre-tip before the tip. And the pre-tip is to pay attention to your thoughts. Are you telling yourself these types of thoughts? Like I was. Are you saying, oh, I feel so fat. I feel so frumpy. I'm frustrated at my clothes. They're not fitting right. My body is big. I feel large. Are you telling yourself those kinds of thoughts? If you are, that is the first and beginning step into switching this mindset, is to recognizing that you are having some negative thoughts when it comes to gaining weight in pregnancy. Once you realize that you are having those negative thoughts, it makes it a lot easier to change. And if you're like me, those negative thoughts can kind of commonly come back to the same ones. So a same one that would come back to me was, I feel fat, or I am frustrated. So we'll use those two as an example. I feel fat and I feel frustrated. So every time I started saying that in my mind, I would try to catch myself and I would try to remind myself, I am not fat and frustrated. And I would change it to the positive. I would try to remind myself, I am pregnant and beautiful. This is actually called what I call changing the negative to the positive. So instead of thinking I am fat and frustrated, you replace it and say I am pregnant and beautiful. Changing the negative to the positive is actually a whole section in my positive pregnancy program, which is a mini course which helps encourage positivity during pregnancy. When things are just hard and difficult and you're having a hard time and you're having a lot of negative thoughts, this section in that course helps you realize the negative thoughts and change it to positive thoughts. So that was the actual step, is to change your negative thought into a positive. The pre-step was to notice what the negative thoughts are and to pick one that comes to your mind often. For me, it was I feel fat and frustrated. For you, it may be different. It may be I feel frumpy. It may be I feel baggy or I feel unattractive. Instead of saying that, you'll switch it to the positive. Maybe if it was unattractive, you would say, I am attractive and my pregnant body is beautiful. But you think of some way to switch it to the positive. If it's hard for you to think of a way to change the negative to the positive, use my examples. I am pregnant and I am beautiful. My pregnant body is beautiful. And go to those positive thoughts instead of allowing the negative ones to take you over during this time. I am cheering for you, Mama, and I know that some of these mindset shifts seem really simple and really little, but if you do them over time, you will notice how powerful they are in your pregnancy. If you want extra help, my Positive Pregnancy Program is the top link in the show notes. I encourage you to go look into it, do your research, and to see if this is right for you. I craved positivity when I was pregnant, and it was hard to find the mental uplift that I really needed. That is one reason I'm doing this podcast, but I feel like with the Positive Pregnancy Program, you can have that right in your pocket. You can access those 2 to 6 minute videos while you lay on your bed and your couch via your phone to help you do the mindset exercises that I teach about in this podcast. Thank you for listening, Mama. You are amazing. You are not fat. You are pregnant and you are beautiful. Keep up the good work. Keep smiling and keep growing that amazing baby in your belly. What a special blessing. Until next time. Thank you for being a part of the Positive in Pregnancy and Motherhood podcast, for listening, for sharing, and most of all, for applying these tools into your own life to improve your own happiness so that you can find your own better thoughts for a better you in a positive pregnancy, in losing that stubborn baby weight, and becoming the mom you desire to be through taking small steps in thought and action to reach your goals. If you are a mother who has an inner desire to enjoy motherhood and pregnancy better, but you are having difficulty figuring it out, I can help you. I can help you find the small, doable steps without drastic changes to your everyday mom life. Reach out, let's connect, and let's see you move forward. My name is Jocelyn, and I thank you for listening. Until next time.